ready to see Sean McInerney? Ladies and gentlemen,
Hi guys, my name's Sean. How are we doing? We good?
Yeah.
So I'm from Ireland and I was a very tall child. Okay, so just to give you a bit of insight into that, my mum used to push me in the buggy when I was a toddler. People, like random people, used to come up and go, "Oh, what's wrong with him?" When I was 5, Tony McCafferty's mum came up to my mum in the school playground and went, "Diana, Tony's been having nightmares about how tall Sean is." And she let it hang in the air, didn't say anything else. Then when I got to 12, I was 6 foot and shaving. So for all intents and purposes, I looked like a paedophile in the playground. Okay? And then when I hit my teens, the most insecure time of your life, right? I was a foot taller than all my friends. Whenever I went over to any of their houses, all the parents would go, "Sean, you're very tall, Sean. Do you ever worry you'll be too tall, Sean?" So any say over whatsoever. And then I got to my 20s and I met this girl and she was lovely. Her name was Brittany. She spelled it like the French region, not like trailer trash. And I really liked her. But it wasn't until our first date that I realized she was 5'1". Oh. So I'm like, oh no. And I'm just over 6'4". So guys, I don't know if any of you have ever tried to have sex with someone more than a foot shorter than you. I felt like a bad contortionist. I essentially had to fold myself while trying to be sexy and not have a back spasm simultaneously, okay? I was like an elephant trying to ride a cat, alright? Now, I've been watching a lot of TV lately, and Stacey Dooley is the new face of British documentaries. Oh, there's a big round of applause. Have we got some Stacey Dooley fans? Someone's like, no, it's the person beside him, it's the person beside him. So, for those of you who don't know, Stacey Dooley is a lady from Essex who does documentaries on like drugs, human trafficking, radicalism. But the way she presents it, it's like they've plucked someone from Love Island and put them in high pressure situations, okay? Because she'll come out with things like, "I've never seen nothing like this before in my life." And they're like, "Well, yes, Stacey, this is an industrial meth lab. I'd be worried if you had seen this in your life." Like, how do we get from Attenborough to Dooley? It kind of feels like we were driving a Ferrari, now we're thumbing a lift, do you know what I mean? Like, my favourite's Louis Theroux. Like, my girlfriend is obsessed with Louis Theroux. There's a big round of applause at the back of the room. And some Louis fans in tonight. I love Louis. My favourite ever episode of Louis is the one on polyamory. Did anyone ever see it?
Yeah.
Oh, what in documentary making. It was amazing. The best bit was when he met Brian, Trish, and Brad, okay? And he went through all the bullshit with them. Then he got to the juicy stuff, and he's like, I'm just curious. How does it work in the bedroom? You know, you might as well just go like this to the camera after he said it. So they go in. It's a single bed and a double bed pushed together, and they start spooning. And of course, he gets to it. He's like, "But what happens when it gets more intimate?" And then Brian pipes up, and he's like, "Well, you know, I don't last very long. So when I finish with Trish, Brad can last a really long time." And he cuts to Brad, and he's like this. He goes, "So I go downstairs and play Xbox, but I'm very good at foreplay, but Brad isn't." And Brad's just like... And I was just thinking, how would Stacey Dooley handle this situation? Can you imagine? She'd be like, "So when you're shagging, yeah? How's it work?" And then she just cut to her, "I've never seen nothing like this before in my life." So I've been in London 10 years. I've been here a little while now, and I went to the STD clinic the other day. There was nothing wrong. I was just making sure everything was ship-shape and shiny. So I went in, and it was in Paddington, and I was surrounded by Tuscan scenic prints and out-of-date Hello magazines with Princess Diana's new haircut. And I felt fine. You know, I felt very chilled. And then I started noticing all the posters around the room, like, "You could have this and no symptoms. You could have this and no symptoms for 5 years. Have you heard of super gonorrhea?" And I started feeling really anxious. And then I went in and I answered all the questions. And then I had the poshest doctor ever. And she went, at the end, she threw down her pen and looked at me like dead in the eye. And she went, "Sean, why are you here?" Is that a weird fucking question to ask in the middle of an STD exam? And I went, "Well, it's been a while, so I thought I should get a checkup." And she just turned around to me and went, "Oh, Sean, you're low risk. You're fine. Now, I know she should have been relieved at that, but she essentially called me the sexual equivalent of a Renault Clio. So I felt very fucking wounded when I left.